The U.S. Air Force will hold public meetings next week to begin the formal process of stationing F-35 fighter jets at Eielson Air Force Base. Monty Bowen has details now in this week's military report.
Eielson is listed as the preferred candidate to house the Air Force's next-generation fighter aircraft, with the final decision expected sometime next year. Hearings are set for March 24th through the 26th at North Pole, Fairbanks, and Delta Junction. Senator Lisa Murkowski has been questioning military officials about the plan this week in various Senate hearings.
The EIS process has been initiated to bed down 2 squadrons of F-35s there at Eielson Air Force Base. The scoping meetings are going to take place next week.
Senator Murkowski asked Brigadier General Timothy Green, the Chief of Engineers for the U.S. Air Force, if Eielson was still on track to receive 2 squadrons of F-35s with a target arrival date of 2019.
How we traditionally do this is line up our construction so that it's just in time for the aircraft arrivals. And so if there's a capacity at Eielson to provide some initial stand-up, we won't do the construction until it's necessary based upon the growth of the squadron.
Murkowski also asked how sequestration might impact the F-35 construction proposal.
So if we have a sequestered budget or a budget at Budget Control Act levels, we would expect all of our strategy across every functional area to be affected, whether it's nuclear deterrence operations or bed down of weapon systems. The priorities of that would be up to a conversation, a dialogue we would hope to have with the committees about the exact timelines and the risks that we would be taking. So I would expect all of our programs to be touched, the impact of which will only be determined by the appropriation levels that this committee and Congress is allowed to have.
Green said that the first phase of an Eielson F-35 simulator and its $37 million budget was an indicator things remain on schedule and that Eielson is still the preferred and reasonable location. This is Monty Bowen reporting.
The Military Report is brought to you by Stanley Nissan. Innovation for all.